Then second element of directing, that is leadership. As you know, there are mainly 4 elements of directing. Just now only we discussed about the first element of directing, that is supervision. So in that element we learned about the meaning of supervision and the importance or the role of supervisor. Then second element of direction is leadership. As you know about the word leader. So in each and every where, like in almost while you are studying at school level and in college level also, for each and every class we are going to make a leader. So who is leader? In simple words, leader is nothing but a representative of a team. So assume that there will be a 10 members group. So for 10 member group, so voluntarily a person is going to taking responsibility of all the efforts of the team. So that representative is known as a leader. So where in a case of large scale business organization, so there will be more number of workers doing the work. A single manager or a single supervisor cannot able to oversee all the workers about their work in progress. Hence, they are going to choose an representative among the group of workers. That representative is known as a leader. So as a leader will be formally appointed by the management, they are going to call formal leaders. Hence, all leaders cannot become a manager and all managers can become a leader. There is a quotation like, all leaders cannot become a manager. So as a person act as a leader means he may or may not become a manager, but all managers can be a leaders because they passed through the stage of leadership. By passing the stage of leadership, a person taking a position of manager. So let us see what exactly the meaning of leadership. So don't confuse, leader means a representative of a team in the company. But what is leadership? Leadership means it is the process of influencing the behavior of people, making them strive, it means trying voluntarily towards achievement of goals. Say for example, we inspired by or we influenced by the topmost leaders in various field. Say for example, a student in a class, he is well playing in cricket means you are asking that who influenced you. So by whom inspiration you become an cricketer means they will going to call, they will going to say like Sachin Tendulkar, MS Dhoni. Like their personality influenced that student to actively participate in the cricket. And we will going to say like a person having good business ideas and good business plan means we will going to get the answer who influenced you means they will going to say like Sudha Murthy, Azim Premji, Dhirubhai Ambani, like greatest entrepreneurs. Like leadership means it is an ability of a person influencing the behavior of people, making them strive voluntarily. There is no compulsion to become a leader towards achievement of goals. So generally while choosing a leader in a classroom, we will going to ask voluntarily who are interested, please raise your hands. So all the students will not raise the hands, only few among the students they raise the hands to obtain the position of leader, like that is voluntary. So because they have an capability of managing the entire team or class. That is why the simple meaning for leadership, it is the process of influencing the behavior of people, making them strive voluntarily towards achievement of goals. This is about the meaning of leadership. Then let us see the definition of leadership. In the words of George R. Terray, so the George R. Terray is also an management theorist. In the view of George R. Terray, so he defines leadership is the activity of influencing people willingly achieve for group objectives. Already I told you that who is a leader means he or she is a representative of a group. That representative will known as leader. Hence, in the words of George R. Terray, leadership is the activity of influencing people willingly achieve for group objectives. It is the simple definition which is given by George R. Terray. When you go through the meaning and the definition given by George R. Terray, so we can easily note that leadership is an ability of a person to influence the subordinates at work is simply known as leadership. Hence, all the people will not able to become an leader. So, it is an ability of a person to become a leader, to inspire, to influence and to guide the subordinates group is known as the meaning of leadership. So, some of the people by birth they will get the leadership qualities, and some of the people by following the good leaders they are going to become the leader. Hence, it is totally depend on the ability of a person to influence the subordinates at work is simply known as leadership. It is the second element of directing. The next concept in leadership, that is features of leadership. As you know about the meaning and the definition of leadership, we can say that leadership is an ability of an individual to influence. It's nothing but to impact on others, that may be in a change in attitude, behavior and work of the people in relation to achieving organizational goals and objectives. Let us see what are the features that are associated in the element of leadership. So, features are nothing but characteristics of leadership. The first character is, it indicates, here it is nothing but leadership. Leadership indicates the ability of an individual to influence others. So here influence is nothing but impact. So where already while explaining the meaning, I told you that some of the people, they influence on by observing greatest personalities in respective fields. Say for example, a student is influenced by a famous cricketer like Sachin Tendulkar, MS Dhoni and other famous cricketers. By following them, a student or a common man will become a cricketer. So like where the leadership indicates, it is a completely ability of an individual to influence others who are working under a leader. That is the first character of leadership. Then second character is, it tries to bring change in the behavior of people. So where a good leader is going to influence in changing the negative behavior to the positive behavior in the enterprise, where by following the path, by following the style, by following the thinking attitude of a greatest leader, we are going to change our behavior towards the positive behaviors in achieving the targets given by the superior in enterprise. By changing the behavior of the subordinates, we are going to friendly working together in the organization. By giving and taking respect with superior and subordinates, we are going to create the harmonious relationship with superior and subordinates. Hence, the second feature is, it tries to bring change in behavior of the people. Then third is, it indicates interpersonal relationship between leaders and followers. As a leader in organization, so there will be an followers. So like where the leadership is completely an interpersonal relationship between the superior and subordinates in the enterprise. Hence, it is an direct relationship between the leader and the followers in the business enterprise. This is about the third feature of leadership. Then fourth, leader helps in achieving common goals of the organization. So here, the ultimate aim of the leader is to influence on followers, that's nothing but subordinates, and taking the work from all the subordinates, the common goals of the organization are to be achieved. Either it may be in a long term, it may be in a medium term, or it may be in a short term. Hence, the leadership or the leader is going to help in achieving common goals of the organization by combining the efforts of all the individuals, by creating a team in the organization. They are going to get the work done, and they ensures the organizational goals are to be achieved. Then last feature of leadership, that is, it is a continuous process. As you know, many times I have repeated, continuous means never ending. The leadership doesn't have any end. So where I told you that in a top level, the board of management or the representative of managing director will be the leader. In a middle level management, the branch manager will be act as a leader, and in the lower level management, the supervisor will going to act as a leader, and it exists till the existence of an organization. Hence, it is a continuous process because the goals are to be achieved simultaneously throughout the year. That is why we need to get the help from the leaders in the enterprise. That is why leadership is a continuous process. It doesn't have any end in the organization. All these 5 points which indicates about the features of leadership. The next concept in the element of leadership, that is importance of leadership. As you know, importance are also called benefits of leadership. Why the leader is required in the enterprise? What are all the benefits that an organization gets with the help of leaders in the enterprise? There are so many benefits that an organization gets with the help of leaders in the enterprise. Let us discuss what are the benefits or the importance of leadership in the enterprise. The first benefit is leadership creates confidence among the followers, which increases quality of work. So where the leader in organization, they are going to influence the behavior of the peoples. By that, they are going to create the confidence in the minds of employees. Hence, they are going to work with a confident manner in achieving the targets given by the subordinates. Then second is leaders provide training to all the followers. As you know the meaning of training, what is training? Already you learned in the chapter staffing. Training is a process of increasing knowledge and skills of the employees to work effectively and efficiently in accomplishing organizational goals. Here, the leader is also having rich experience about the various aspects of work, and he is having good knowledge and skills relation with a particular field of work. That is why the leader is going to provide training to all the followers who are following the instructions given by the leader. Therefore, increasing the knowledge, skill of the employees is resulting in changing the behavior and accomplishing the target set given by the superior in enterprise. This is about the second importance of leadership, that is, leaders provides training to all the followers, which result in increasing job knowledge and skills. Therefore, their turnover, their absenteeism and the waste of resources can be reduced. Then third is, leaders plays a key role in introducing the changes in business organization. So as a leader, they must be dynamic in nature. Always they are very curious in implementing the changes that may be occurred in the enterprise and its environment. According to that changes, the leader is going to make implementation of those changes. As per the implementation of changes, a leader is going to provide instructions, guidelines and demonstration of the changes introduced in the enterprise. Already I have given an example at once. Company implemented advanced technical equipment in a production process. According to that, the manager or the leader must provide complete instructions and must show about the demonstration of using of machine which has been installed very recently. So when you provided all the introduction to that changes, then automatically employee get all the knowledge and he knows how to operate that machine. Then automatically the changes can be effectively and successfully implemented in the business enterprise. That is why by introducing the changes in organization, the leader is going to make familiar with the changes by the workers. Then fourth advantage, it helps in solving problems or conflicts raised among the workers. As a leader, you must have certain skills of resolving the problems or resolving the conflicts which has been arised among the workers. If any conflicts or if any problems are facing by the workers in the company, at that time the leader must be act as a problem solver. So as a problem solver, as a firefighter, they must resolve all the misunderstanding among the workers, all the problems which has been facing by the workers at working place. Hence, the problems will be resolved with the help of leaders in the enterprise. Then last advantage of leadership, that is, it influences the behavior of people and encourages to contribute the efforts for the benefit of an organization. So like a leader is just like a kind of motivator, where the leader is going to motivate all their followers. By motivating the followers, they are going to stimulate all the workers to give the best of their efforts in relation with achieving the targets on time with efficient manner. Therefore, the last benefit of leadership to the organization is it influences the behavior of people and encourages to contribute the maximum efforts for the benefit of organization. So when all the followers working very courageously, very talentfully, at that time they are going to contribute efforts towards the benefit of enterprise. All these 5 points which explains about the importance, or even though it is also called as benefits of leadership. Thank you.